Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovely Tea TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovely Tea TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey tea sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. So the other day I was talking about AI artist Xania Monet, and I want to do a follow-up video. As you guys know, I've been covering Xania Monet for a few months now. She was first brought to my attention via the artist Kaani, because Kaani went on a huge rant about this new AI R&B artist. So let me go ahead and refresh y'all's memory right here.
There is an AI R&B artist who just signed a multi-million-dollar deal and has a top 5 R&B album, and the person is doing none of the work. I think you guys think that AI can just be the cover for something, which some people can use. They can make an AI cover. AI can also make the entire fucking song. It can sing the entire song. It can make the entire beat. You can have a song that's one type of song and say, AI, make this into a country song, and it'll literally rewrite, re-sing in a country voice and redo the entire thing. And they don't have to credit anyone. This is so beyond out of our control. And nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI to me, especially not fucking AI in the creative arts, in which people have worked hard for, trained for, slept on the floor for, fucking got injuries for, worked for their entire lives. I'm sorry, I don't respect it. Fuck.
So that is what Kaani had to say. So of course it made me curious, and I went to go check out Xania Monet. If you guys have not seen the video that I talked about Xania Monet a few months ago, go watch it. I do a full breakdown. And like I said, I went in there ready to be upset and be like, AI could never, bitch. Objection. Get your AI ass out of here. And that's not what happened, okay? I was left in tears. I literally broke down at my desk. I could not believe the type of music I was hearing. It took me back to the 90s. It felt like it was speaking to my soul. I never expected that, because so far the only AI that we've really gotten that's gotten real mainstream in America is Tata, honey. Timberland's raggedy ass AI creation that does not get views, nobody cares, and all people do is drag him in the comments every time he posts a new Tata video.
Greatness. Public miseducation. All I read now is statements.
But he does have 3,000 comments. When I say the comments are lighting him up, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of these comments here. It says, listening to this feels like eating a picture of a sandwich. Somebody else says, you might catch me in Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure I won't. Somebody else says, I've never been more proud of the comment section. Keep rejecting the soulless slop. Another person says, from Aaliyah to AI, oh, how the mighty have fallen. Another person says, a Black Mirror episode in real time. This person says, AI talking about I give praise to the Most High. Another person says, this is 3.5 minutes long video that has been the longest hour of my life. So as you see, many people are not here for Tata or Timberland's creation. And then a lot of that is also because Timberland stole from a lot of unsigned artists. He had them submit music to him, thinking they're gonna, thinking he was gonna look out for them. And then he created Tata with a lot of their lyrics and their, ingenuity and everything else. So now let's move away from Timberland and Tata. We have been waiting. I personally have been waiting for this interview for a long time. I have not watched it yet. So we're going to watch it together. I'm going to give you my live reaction to Gail King interviewing Nikki Jones, who is the woman and the creator behind Xania Monet. We're going to watch the interview together, and I will give my commentary when needed. But I'm very excited to see what she has to say about this, because right now Xania Monet has made the Billboard. She is the first AI artist on the Billboard. People are loving the album. I can't lie, like I told you guys in my live stream, I enjoyed the album. It banged from start to finish. Sorry, it just did. I know y'all want me to lie to y'all. I don't care enough to lie to y'all. I do like the album. And, like I said, it really spoke to me. So I want to hear more about the woman behind this. I'm very excited to watch this interview.
I want that back in the day kind of vibe. Love ain't live streamed, it was felt inside. No,
that voice has been heard by millions.
just loyalty.
But the singer, Xania Monet, is a product of artificial intelligence.
Business.
And her creator is 31-year-old Talisha Jones.
I was really looking forward to meeting you because a lot of people are saying, who is this girl? Who is she? Because for so many people, they think she's not real. She doesn't exist. Why did you want to come and reveal yourself in this way?
I wanted to reveal myself because I wanted people to know there was a real person behind Xania, that there's real emotion and soul put into those lyrics.
Jones, who also goes by the name Nikki, isn't a singer.
This is Xania.
Xania Monet began as an avatar she created while teaching herself AI just 4 months ago.
Don't treat me like a plane you ain't sure about. Don't keep me on a bench just to run your route.
What so many people are attracted to, in addition to her voice, the lyrics are what really blow people away.
Yes.
Are you writing the lyrics or is that AI too?
No, lyrics are 100% me.
So
real
you write
life
all those
experience.
lyrics?
Yes, ma'am.
You write all the lyrics?
Yes.
Never got to hold you close.
The Mississippi native says the lyrics come from poems she's been writing since she was 24.
Whether it was stuff I went through, a close family member, or a close friend, I wrote about it.
Mama did her best, but she can't teach.
I lost my dad when I was 8 years old. So that's where how was I supposed to know? And also the song titled Daddy. So that's where they come from. So I didn't grow up with a father figure.
Was I supposed to know what love looked like?
Has landed Xania Monet on 5 Billboard charts, including a radio airplay chart. Billboard believes that's an AI first.
Were you surprised by the reaction?
Yeah, I was totally surprised. And then a lot of people started reaching out. And
But Nikki, they thought Xania was a real person.
Xania is an extension of me. So I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing. So she's
shade.
not a real, in that sense, she's not a real person. What do you say to people that say she may be an extension of you, but other singers who are actually have worked hard, who have practiced their craft, who are really struggling to get heard, who are really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have circumvented, taken a shortcut through all of that?
I wouldn't call it a shortcut because I still put in the work. And anytime something new comes about and it challenges the norm and challenges what we're used to, you're going to get strong reactions behind it. And I just feel like AI is the new era that we're in. And I look at it as a tool, as an instrument, utilize it.
You've been putting in work when nobody sees.
Are you comfortable showing us what you do and how you do it?
Yes.
I would like to see the process. So from the beginning,
I go into Suno.
okay. That's the music app.
Correct.
Okay.
Suno is a music app. I scroll through my list of poems or what I wrote to see what I want to make a song about.
Got it.
And I just take those lyrics, just go in and paste a sample, style, slow tempo, R&B.
So you're saying I want slow tempo R&B.
She adds a few more prompts into AI music generator Suno, like female, soulful vocals, light guitar, and heavy drums.
And from there, you just create.
I'm not sure it's too empty, let me in, I miss your skin. Let's turn around and post it when it's easy, only one you with. You pierce my neck.
And they give you 2 versions. So the first version, what I just played, this will be the second one.
2 a.m. so let me in, I miss your skin. Then turn around and post it and like easy, only one you with.
There's definitely a difference between the two.
And sometimes I'm doing this for hundreds of songs.
Really?
Until I get the one that I feel like sounds right.
So if they give you 2 options and you don't like it, you keep going back?
Right. I press create again.
Create again.
And you see 2 more come up.
This process led to a multi-million-dollar exclusive recording deal. It's some backlash from traditional artists like Grammy-nominated singer Kaani.
Kaani has been very outspoken. I know you've seen her. Nothing and no one on earth will ever be able to justify AI to me.
Especially not getting AI in the creative arts, in which people have worked hard for, trained for, slept on the floor for. and got injuries for, worked for their entire lives. I'm sorry. I don't respect it.
Also, maybe she should write a poetry book. I'd love to support a good poet. I can't paint, so I'm not going to create AI paintings and sell them, taking up space from up and coming painters. What do you say to that? Because I hear that and I understand that criticism.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Technology is evolving. Everybody have different ways of putting in work to get to where they're at. I don't feel a way about it. I still love Kaani music. I still listen to her every day.
There was also some controversy because people thought, okay, if she's an AI singer, what if it isn't a Black woman? What if it's, for instance, a white man could take this and do this?
Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Yeah. Would that be okay? Would that be okay?
I mean, if they created it.
But it seems to open the door that way, or a Black person pretending to be a white rocker, and they're not.
Right.
I could see why people could be offended and worried about that.
Definitely.
Do you see that?
I do.
First time I laid eyes on you.
But that's why I'm here today, to let them know. I'm Talisha. I'm a part of your culture. I'm a Black woman. I'm a creator. I'm an entrepreneur. I created Xania.
The label. The label that signed Talisha Jones, that is Hallwood Media, says in a statement to us, what Jones has done with Xania Monet represents the future of music, and that AI is breaking down barriers, giving creators who might not have had a traditional path to the industry the chance to bring their stories and ideas to life while connecting directly with the listeners.
All right, T-Sipper. So we just watched that interview, and I can say I am conflicted. I thought there was a bit more to her process. So let me say this, right? A friend of mine told me about Suno maybe like 2-3 months ago when I was first talking about the Xania Monet thing. And they're like, yeah, try the Suno app, see what you think it can make. Because what they were saying is they didn't really believe that she was the one writing her lyrics. They're like, there's an app that can write lyrics for you, make the beats, do everything. That's how me and them got on the conversation. And so I ended up downloading the app, and I'm like, okay, I want to try this because, as you guys know, I used to do poetry when I was younger. I had a poetry book. I was into poetry when I was a teen. My theme songs that you all love to sing, I wrote them. I just can't sing. I'm self-aware enough to know that I cannot sing. So, but I am a writer. I do like writing. I do like, the process of it. As a matter of fact, I ended up finding the rough draft of me singing my theme song to Count Your Days after I wrote it, and then before I sent it to the singer. So this is just like, I have a lot of different recordings in my recording app of just different things that I write and that I sing, things that come in my head. But here goes right here. You can see Count Your Days. So that's Count Your Days right there on my phone. Let me play it for y'all real quick. Now, this was January 8th, 2025, before you guys ever knew about it, before I did the Count Your Days series.
Count your days. The clock is ticking and it's ticking fast. We've had enough. This greed can't last. So count your days. You raise the price, but the vibe ain't right. Monthly subscription, bills on repeat.
Okay, so that's enough, right? So that is my process. Like when I write my theme songs, write them out, kind of get a vibe for it. Then I send it over to a professional, Yanni Marie. She does her theme. She creates the beats, she sings, and we've been working together now for like the past few years. Now with the LovelyTi TV show theme song, what I did with that one, that was a different process because that's when me and her first started working together. So I want to see, what she could come up with as far as writing, singing, things like that. So I gave her certain lyrics that I wanted in the song, like integrity, the LovelyTi TV show. I gave her like a concept and then she kind of ran with it. So me and her have worked really well over the years, you know what I'm saying? So as I got more comfortable with her singing and her coming up with stuff, then I was also able to give her beats that I paid for from people to create them. And then I would just start writing my own lyrics, you know what I'm saying, how I wanted them to sound. And then I would send them to her to sing. So that's how our process has kind of come along over the years. So it's just weird to see that this woman has no process outside of just submitting stuff to Sonos, because that's part of the fun of creating something, is that process, is looking back at your lyrics. She like, oh, I wrote that, or I added that. I don't know. It's very strange to me, because I really thought there was going to be more hands in the pot. I find her process kind of disappointing, because one thing I did when I did the Sono app, I said, I wonder how easy it is for me to just, okay, I don't feel like coming up with my own lyrics. Let me just prompt it to do some stuff and have Sono create me a theme song. And so I'm going to show you some of my theme songs that I came up with on Sono that were not lyrics of my own. I had them come up with lyrics. I just gave them key pointers like how she did. Let me pull it up here. This is my Sono app. I have a lot of songs in here that I've created on here, just playing along with it. So I have like a morning tea show that I wanted it to create. And it created 2 different songs. I'm going to play them for you guys here. There's a few. We created like 3 or 4 songs here together. So let's listen to this one.
Sunrise hits like a flash of gold. Got the headlines hot and the gossip cold. Who's kissing who in the glittering scene? Last night's drama or the silver screen. Morning tea with lovely tea. Spilling that truth like it's piping free. Politics pop with the A-list spree. We got the tea, the lovely tea.
So that's just one song. Like I said, there's a few that I had it make. What kind of shot me is that Nikki's not doing anything different than what I did on this app. So there's no beat makers making money. There's no producer. There's no instrumentalist. There's not even a real singer making money. Nikki's literally just putting prompts in. So then it makes me think, did she really write the lyrics? She says she did, but what's to say that she did? Like, we can't prove that she actually wrote this and she's been writing for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because she could have just easily took a bunch of viral topics and ran it through Sono. That's what I did when I did it on here. I just put in, the LovelyTi show, Morning with T, LovelyTi, YouTube. I just put in a bunch of different prompts, and that's what it created. So what's to say that, she might not be talking about a celebrity who had a miscarriage, and she put that prompt in and it came out with that miscarriage song that a lot of people really, love. And, things that we go through in childhood also shape us as well. So her not having her father dying at 8. I just thought her process was a little bit more meaty. I didn't know she was basically doing the same thing. So literally anybody can do this. If this is her formula and it's that easy that she's on the Billboard and she signed a $3 million record deal, I believe. That's a very slippery slope. And I'm a fan of the music. I think what she has been able to create using Sono, it's a good, it's good music, it's touching. But the fact that I thought there was more to it. I thought, okay, she has the AI singer voice, it's her lyrics, but I thought there were at least, beat makers and, I thought it was going to be more people involved, is what I'm saying. I didn't know it was just solely her from start to finish, which to me is definitely an unfair advantage. And it does take away from a lot of creatives. Okay, just my personal opinion. Now that I know how she does it, because like I said, I just found out about Sono not even a few months ago, and I played around with it. It's nothing I would submit and be like, I like songs that I have written and that I can relate to and that make sense and that really, come from my brain and speak on my brand. You know what I mean? Sono wasn't really able to create what I wanted them to create, like how I've made my other songs, my other theme songs, but that's okay. It's just me playing around with it. So we're going to go ahead and go to TikTok. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about this situation, so we're going to check that out. But I will say this before we go to TikTok. I also feel like the reason why she may have went this route, because one, she can't sing, right? Same way how I went and I hired a singer. So that's my thing. There's nobody else making money off of their craft. It's just her doing everything with AI. And that's the part that's kind of disturbing, because I went and hired a singer because I could not sing. She also hired, or she makes her own beats or just whatever to make the beat that I wanted. And for my true crime series, I paid somebody to make the true crime beat. They were paid, okay? Then I wrote the lyrics down and then she sung it. So there was multiple people being able to make money off of my theme song. And again, I wish I could make full songs, but you know, maybe I'll turn them into full songs one day. Right now I just make theme songs. But I just don't like the fact that there's no other creatives being able to eat off of this outside of the record label and her. But I think that the reason why she's going this route is we also have to keep it real. The industry is very shady. Nikki Jones is a heavy-set, dark-skinned country woman from Mississippi. You hear her accent, very country, you know what I'm saying, pretty girl, but industry standards, I don't think they'd be able to do too much with her in the industry, okay? I mean, look at Coco Jones. She's literally shaped like a model, brown-skinned girl, and she does not get the same push as, you know, lighter skinned, more racially ambiguous artists. And this is just real tea. You know what I'm saying? Coco Jones should be a lot bigger than what she is. And she's not pushed like that. You know what I mean? The people who get pushed are the ones who look like Kaani, the Mariah Careys. Hell, J-Lo has absolutely no talent and literally rode the back of Ashanti for years. J-Lo was able to make a whole career, and this broad cannot sing. She can't write. She was just the face of R&B for years, okay? And so it's like, I can't be too mad at Nikki when we have people like J-Lo in the game. I can't be too mad at Nikki when you have people who are actually talented, who write, like Normani, you know what I'm saying, Coco Jones, beautiful brown-skinned girls, and they don't seem to get a break. It's hard for them to break into the industry. Unless you're out here looking like a Beyonce, Aaliyah, Mariah Carey, Kaani, you know what I'm saying? It's very hard. Even Mariah the Scientist is getting more attention and more pull than some of these brown-skinned singers. So I see why Nikki went this route. So we're going to go ahead and go to TikTok and watch some TikTok reviews as well.
So my whole For You page has been filled with the AI artist. I think her name's Xania Monet. That's how you say it. But I just want to know, how do we feel about that? Because honestly, it's like, for me, it's like this woman learned how to do AI, like is writing the songs and like owns everything pretty much. Like she doesn't have to sell the song to a singer for the singer to get paid. And then if the singer does well, then she gets paid. It's all her. So it's like, I really don't see the problem with it. But then again, I see the other side where it's like there's artists that like sing and they work so hard to sing and like be singers. And the fact that AI can just take that away.
Yeah, I see a lot of people being really conflicted about it. And that's how I felt too watching that. Like, so nobody else's hand is in the pot. No other creatives are getting paid. That's the part that's kind of like, because again, I do the same thing on a smaller scale, but I pay people for their talents.
But also I feel like it's not like a lot of people are going to be able to do it. Because like you can't, I don't think there'd be a world where you had like all AI artists.
Sing. Other singers who were really struggling to get heard, who were really doing the actual singing, that you seem to have taken a shortcut.
I wouldn't call it a shortcut because
You got to be a special type of psychotic to know that you're about to go in a den of wolves and Gail King is about to rip your ass to shreds, but still choose to go and try to act like you have any legs to stand on. You are not a singer, babe. You're not qualified for the position. You are a poet. You are an author. You don't know what it feels like to step on a stage and have to win an entire audience over who doesn't know your name yet. You don't know what it feels like to continuously make content to support your music, or continuously make content that has nothing to do with your music, but it's relatable enough that it can funnel into people being interested about your music. You don't put in half as many hours in choreography and making sure we're in the studio getting the vocal just right. You are quite literally taking visibility from artists like myself who are working our ass off to be seen. Your ass should have remained nameless and faceless, baby. You are a charlatan.
But you can't sing.
He went in. I didn't even think about that. The work it takes, the choreography, it's a lot of work to be an artist. It really is.
Stop it, all of y'all. Please stop playing and supporting this Xania Monet, this AI artist. And honestly, I can't believe it that I'm saying this out loud, but we live in a time where AI artists has made it to the Billboard rankings. And if that's not crazy, y'all, then I don't know what is. And this current state of music is kind of scary for musicians and songwriters, because now there's a computer-based AI artist that has made it, that's being more successful than somebody who's genuinely using their voice, singing, and using their own brain to create. Talisha Nikki Jones is the human behind the AI artist. And I'm just like, oh wait, you created these generic ass lyrics. And you can hear the copy and paste that the AI took from Keisha Cole and Monica. And if this is a first sign of where music is heading, y'all, we are doomed.
The aunties and the uncles said they tired of all this AI stuff. If you don't know, this is Xania Monet, an AI artist, and Gail King sat down with the creator of the first ever R&B AI artist and said this.
But Nikki, they thought Xania was a real person.
Xania is an extension of me, so I look at her as a real person.
But you can't sing.
Now, a lot of artists and celebrities have been questioning whether or not this is okay because Xania Monet has made it on the Billboard. Jermaine Dupri tweeted this about Milli Vanilli and how they were stripped of their Grammy because people found out that they were not the real voices behind the artists. Now, the creator of the AI artist says that she does everything besides sing. She writes all the music and she does all the behind the scenes work. She also said that a lot of this music is poetry that she used to write about her life and the lives of others that she knows or people around her. She says that she lost her father at the age of 8, and the song that people are seeming to connect the most with is her song about the loss of her father. I don't know. What do y'all think?
When they tell you black women are smart, believe it. So people are mad at Xania Monet, the AI music artist that just landed a multi-million-dollar music deal. But what people are failing to realize is that Talisha Jones was the brains behind the operation. She took her poetry, created her a twin AI, turned the poetry into music using AI, and landed her a multi-million-dollar music deal. Now, if that ain't genius, I don't know what is.
It takes from the Xania Monet lady, the lady behind it, coming forward on Gail King is y'all are upset because you didn't think of it. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I love real artists, real music? Absolutely. But we cannot deny that if we did not know that she was AI, that we wouldn't be listening to her music, following those lyrics, and enjoying it, not because the AI bot can sing, but because of what is said in those songs. I think what frustrates me about a lot of people is y'all will listen to trash ass music all day. Motherfuckers rapping about nothing. And have absolutely no problem with it because it's a real artist. They put a lot of work into it. But y'all are upset when somebody comes to y'all telling y'all that, hey, this is poetry. This is my real words. I just don't sing the song. I think most of y'all are upset because you didn't think of it. Just say that.
I just watched the Gail King interview about Xania. And the first thing I'm going to say is kudos to you, Xania. There are so many people out there, and I know that's not your real name, but I hope you see this because there's so many people out there like you. I am one of them. I write, and I write beautiful lyrics, and it's all from my heart. It's all from my gut. It's all from experiences that I have had through life. And to know that there is so much backlash because someone like us has found an outlet and a way to get our words to mean something more. The amount of people that we have touched with our words, that if they were just written in a book, because I'm gonna be the first one to say, you give me a book, I'm not going to be able to just sit down and read the whole book right off the bat. And it's got to be a really good book. But music heals. Music heals the soul. And I was in choir. Yes, I used to sing. But you know what? Through years, I have not taken care of myself, and I know that. I don't have the breath control that I used to have. So can I sing? Maybe. Do I want to try to sing my lyrics? No, because you wouldn't listen to it. Because my breath control isn't good. I don't have the look of an artist.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for getting to the point, because you talking all around the mulberry bush. Just say you look very plain Jane. You don't have the look that Hollywood and the entertainment industry is looking for. Okay, get to the point, ma'am. Let's go.
It is so very hard to get an actual artist to actually look and listen to what you have to say that you have written, and for them to want to be interested in taking what you've written and creating something amazing with it. So you know what? If there's an outlet for that so that we can do that ourselves, by all means, give it to me. So yes, I really, really am proud of her for taking this, and a record deal for what I actually do. That's amazing.
Child, there's about to be a white country version of Xania Monet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, she's about to hop up on the Xania Monet. She's about to download Suno today, and we're gonna be getting a bunch of songs from Liz. Okay, she is excited, baby. She done found a new hustle unlocked. Okay, my substitute teacher voice.
So Gail King might be legitimately the funniest interviewer ever. Why was she talking to the lady behind Xania Monet, the A artist? I think her name is Nikki. And Gail asked her, well, a lot of people think that Xania is a real person. And Nikki responds, well, she's an extension of me. Why did Gail say, but you can't sing? If I was in that girl's production team, we would have just had to cut the interview. Because what? That's crazy.
In which she had a conversation with the creator behind the AI sensation, Xania Monet, which is an AI music artist who has gotten like this multi-figured recording deal and has sold like an astronomical amount of records, even though it's AI. And you can go watch the interview. It's all over the internet. Anyways, so this is her. Her name is Talisha, I think they say her name is. So she basically feeds her lyrics to an AI software and it creates songs out of it, in which she's created this artist. And she's basically being questioned about it, like, so you can't sing and you can't do this or whatever. And she's like, well, I still feel like my AI bot is a real person. And because it's my real words. And she's like, you can't discount the hard work that I put into this, even though she's just started 4 months ago. But I digress, or whatever. It says, whatever. This is the part that I'm more frustrated about, being someone who is like musically inclined. I spent 10 years teaching voice, doing artist development and working with artists. The part that I wish she would have asked is, whose voice is it?
Yeah.
Because I've listened to some of the...
That's what I want to know too. Like, who, because the voice is beautiful. It's hauntingly beautiful. Whose voice is it? Because part of me, I hear like K. Michelle, Tamar, even at certain songs, I heard Beyonce. So it's like, whose voice is it? Because we know it's not Nikki's voice. Because Nikki can't sing in my Gail King voice, okay?
Those tracks. And when it comes to like nuances, y'all have to understand that only my singers are going to get this. Only my singers are going to get this. But the nuances, the inflections, the riffs, the runs, the cadence, the way that the singer rides the pocket is very familiar of other artists. It's almost like AI is using a blend of famous artists and making an AI artist out of that. So I can't get with this, y'all. I just can't support this. As a person who I was in vocal training as a kid.
That's very interesting what he's saying. And I didn't even look at it from that perspective because, again, I'm not a singer. So I don't know a whole lot about, the nitty gritty of singing, the runs and the cadences. I know some of that, but I'm not a singer. So I'm really glad that somebody who is a singer, who is a vocal coach, is pointing that out, that it's even deeper than that, what's being done.
Like, vocal training is very difficult. And if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's very hard to train your voice to be a professional artist. It's like learning the piano. It's like learning a second language. To learn like how your body connects to your voice and how breath works in your body to become a trained professional world-class singer and then have AI borrow pieces of your voice. I just think this is wrong. It just is wrong. I just don't like it. And I get that this is the wave of the future, but I just can't support this shit. I just can't get jiggy with this shit. What the hell? AI? It kind of sounds like K. Michelle to me. And I hear some Beyonce moments. And I hear some riffs and runs that other artists are known for.
Okay, so he shot the same thing. If you listen to the album, you can definitely hear like some Beyonce, some K. Michelle. So, okay, I'm not going crazy.
Bro, where's the voice coming from? I wish Gail would have asked that. Where's the voice coming from? Where does AI get the voice from?
Did y'all see Gail go in on Xania Monet creator? She was like, who was supposed to know? How are they supposed to know? No one's gonna know. But you can't sing. Not once did she clear up the no singing part. Y'all gotta get off them AI artists. Leave them alone. If you put in the work, guess what? You'll be on that stage instead of worrying about somebody being on an AI billboard charting higher than Beyonce. That's crazy.
Y'all, Gail King interviewed the girl that's behind that AI artist that got signed like multi-million-dollar deal that does R&B. She said, Zia is an extension of me, so I look at her as a real person. But you can't sing. It was a good pause. It's true. She can't sing. Like, she is not a true artist. She just writes lyrics, putting into a machine, and somebody else makes that music. It's unethical. Listen, once you get into that phrasing of, haters are gonna hate, they're just gonna be mad, or this, that, and a third, you already lost because you proved our point.
Right. So this is Zia Monet. I think I'm pronouncing that right. The AI artist. A lot of celebrities are coming out against her because of the fact that she is an AI artist. She had an interview with Gail King where she stated that she's not singing. She can't sing. She writes the poems or writes the lyrics or whatever the case may be. She puts them into an AI system and she tells the AI system what kind of sound she's looking for, whether it's soulful, whatever the sound is. The AI system creates that sound or whatever, and then we have the music, right? I can kind of see why people are all up in arms behind this. And I guess this is a nuanced subject because I can see both sides. I'm not here to knock anybody's back. And I think that's what a lot of people are holding on to. Like, I'm not trying to knock nobody's back, but inadvertently, you are still knocking somebody else's back because the AI system, if you know anything about AI system, the AI system learns from human behavior. So that's the concept of an artificial intelligence, right? So that means that this AI system is taking little small bits of other artists or other sounds and is creating this voice that is Xania Monet. So therefore, it is a form of stealing. Now I do think that she should definitely get writer's credit if she's writing all the lyrics. That's what she's saying. I don't have nothing to verify that she's not. She's saying that she's writing the lyrics. I think she should definitely get writer's credit, and I think she should write for other artists. However, as far as anything else, I don't think she should have a music deal per se, because really, like, you can't go on tour. What are you going on tour for? Really. But I think that there's this thing called artistic integrity that's lacking here. And I think most creators will understand that, like, the time, the sweat, the energy, the creativity, the mental process, the life experiences that have to go into certain things, for you to get particular sounds. I think AI would be removing all of that. You have people that have gone lifelong times and, as a struggling artist and trying to make their dreams come true, just to get a big break. And here we go with AI saying that they can do the same thing in 2 minutes. Like, it's crazy. And we also dealing with AI in the workplace and people losing their job behind that. I don't think this is the route that we want to go. And, And nothing against her. Like, I think Sissy definitely get a bag, and it definitely should be for writing and not singing, because that's not in her wheelhouse, honestly. So, and I don't know. I can see both sides, but as a person that's a creative, I have to see everybody else out, because I don't think that direction is the right direction, but I do think she should get paid.
Let me soothe you with my touch, baby. You know
So it's already started. Somebody posted this a day ago. So this was posted a day ago. This is a new AI artist, the only Jinx Dior. So it's already started, honey. Look at these comments. It has like 4 comments on here. So people are already running to Sono and creating their own version of Xania Monet. Honey, it's getting real out here, child. I don't want to make this video much longer. We're going to end with this latest AI, okay? But let me know what you guys think, tea sippers, of all of this, AI talk, these AI singers. Do you guys agree that what Nikki's doing, it's a hustle, let her do it? You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard enough, especially if you don't have that look in Hollywood to break through. Or do you feel like this is not fair to real artists? And also, do you find it interesting that now that Hollywood and singers are being affected by AI, now the conversation is being discussed widely? When regular people were talking about AI years ago replacing their jobs, it was crickets from the industry. But now that the industry elites are being affected, now here come the tattooed tears. So I look forward to reading y'all's comments down below. Let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you guys team Xania Monet? Are you team human being? Leave a comment down below and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the LovelyTi TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the LovelyTi TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.